Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're doing well today, but you're about to feel even better because we have a very special guest in the building tonight.
Hi, everybody. My name is Paige. I am a musician, singer, and songwriter. Have an amazing single out right now. It's called Crash Out, and the video is bomb. It's definitely giving homage to a classic.
Now I can't wait to see you guys dive into not only the variety Miss Paige brings, but we're going to dive into who Miss Paige is. But we need to know, where does this energy come from? What's giving you this confidence, if you will? Why do you do this? Why are you even becoming an artist as we speak? Because to do it is one thing, but to continue to grow in it is another.
I've been making music for a little over 7 years,
Okay.
like 8 years.
Time flies by when you're having fun.
Time definitely flies by. But I've grown and learned a lot from just writing over YouTube beats to actual producers sending me beats, my own custom stuff, to writing to those and then releasing, learn how to engineer myself at home and sending off my tracks, performing, creating my whole sets. It's been a journey, but I love it. The growth is definitely there.
You sound like you're having fun with it, but you're not done with it, right? Because what do you hope to accomplish when it's all said and done?
To be honest, I want to win a Grammy.
Talk to him. Hold it up. Talk to him.
Thank you so much. It's been such a long journey, and I'm so happy my fans supported me. Thank y'all. That's how I want to be. Yes.
That's big goals that you know you can reach. What do you think you bring different to such a chaotic atmosphere?
The contrast would be calmness. And I feel like if people will take the time to actually listen and get in tune with their soul and spirit and real love and understanding the trials and tribulations of life for real, then I got the listeners.
You got the listeners.
Yes.
What ways were you able to get through your own trials and remind yourself that the best is yet to come?
Just knowing the God that I serve and what he told me, that there is a mountain to climb. There's going to be some valleys.
Hey, you want me to start saying, ain't no mountain high.
Ain't no valley low. Ain't no river wide. Ain't no baby.
Hey, listen. See, you took it there. I didn't, but
you asked for this.
And yes, I did. And you gave it. And I love that. If somebody could be able to describe you, right? In just 3 words.
Oh, God.
3 words. What 3 words could they use?
Kind, confident, and mysterious.
Okay. That's a deadly combination.
Yes.
That's a deadly combination.
I've heard them all.
That's a deadly combination. That's like the combination in which you meet a mysterious woman in an elegant place. You fall in love with her and she disappears at the end of the night.
Ooh.
That's what
I'm
you're telling
Cinderella.
All right. Now, I noticed you be coming with the pressure with the fashion. All right. Got to give respect where it's due.
Thank you.
Are there any inspirations, any specific places, maybe? Any places you want to shout out? Where do you get your fashion inspo? Where does Paige go?
Well, I'm very into like the nostalgic look.
Yeah, that
the
90s.
Nia Long, or even like a nice elegant madam.
Okay.
Like we were talking earlier about going to a nightclub and looking cute and mysterious. I'm definitely like, that aesthetic is me.
That is you.
And I also love Akira. Shout out Akira.
Shout out to Akira. Okay. Now, what is it about people shout out Akira, but they don't shout out their prices though?
Oh, they are pretty expensive, yeah. But everything, like 98% of the items in there are like music video ready, which I value.
Okay, that's different. I've never heard that take. Music video ready. What does that mean exactly?
Color is just vibrant. It's very original and unique. Just the style, like you might have a little rip there, a little feather here or something, a little rose palette. It's just very unique.
Now, tell me about the originality that you exude in everything you do, because you do got that 90s, 2000s vibe going on, right? Is that something that you've always had since you were a kid? Were you always like immersed in that time period?
Yeah.
Like, what are your top movies that you would say in the 90s?
Yes.
Give me top 3.
90s. Okay, people don't fight me, but okay, did Friday come out in the 90s? I'm not really a.
No, you're not really a fan.
Yeah.
You're not really a fan.
I don't know.
But
Friday
sure, yes,
like
yes,
that.
you can put it. Yes, okay. We'll go 90s, early 2000s.
Okay, I'm an early 2000s girly. So Loving Basketball. I know people be like, but that's my movie.
That's
I
your
will
movie.
watch that over and over and over again and be like, oh my god. My favorite movie though is an 80s movie.
It's an 80s movie.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's with John Cusack. It's called The Sure Thing.
The Short Thing.
Yeah.
Why is that your favorite movie?
It was good storytelling.
And why is it the oldest movie out of everything you know?
I was
Really?
so young when I watched it, and I think it touched me and never left. But they were on a journey. He was on his way to find his sure love.
All right.
And this girl was on her way to do something, and then they had to take the journey together, and then they fell in love. It was so cute.
Wow. Wow. Beautiful storyline.
Yes.
Beautiful storyline.
Very basic, but
You're a creative person. What inspirations do you draw from just to express your creativity?
as far as music goes, I definitely was very inspired by Neo because he was a songwriter and an artist. Beyonce, of course, when she goes on stage, she has a whole production from start to finish, telling a whole story, executing it. Just nostalgic movies, how they were just very raw with the edits. I think even just the visual look of a movie from the 1990s to 2006, it just wasn't so HD, and that just makes me feel like I was there and present, you know? So I like that.
When you were talking about raw and uncut, right? How much do you love live performing?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Talk to me about that.
At a point in time, I hated it because I thought I had to be a certain way on stage. I thought I had to be like what I saw. And then, I don't know, recently I really kind of honed my sound and honed on my strengths. And I know storytelling is a strength. My tone is a strength. So just merging the two and taking my time to really put together a set is beautiful to me. So I think that part has made it easier. If I just think about me and not everything else, that makes it fun.
Absolutely.
But I definitely get nervous.
I don't think that ever goes away when you're doing something you love.
I'm surprised how nervous I get every single time.
I mean, that means you're still loving it every single time, though.
Yeah.
It's new every single time. What ways do you find are best to slow things down? Not just with music, but in your own ways of who Paige seeks guidance from and peace from.
I do definitely think it's important to breathe. Sometimes I feel like my heart rate gets so fast. I'd be like,
Can you take a deep breath right now?
I should breathe.
Please.
Just go slow. So sometimes I've been doing that a lot lately. And I don't know, just tapping into my spirituality and who I believe is guiding me in life. And Jesus is God.
Amen to that. Are you a go with the flow person in terms of letting life take its course and what may happen will happen? Or do you really break down and think about everything that needs to be done?
I feel like I'm a little bit of both. I used to be very calculated, but now I've weaned off of that a little bit
Give
because,
yourself a little bit more leeway.
Life happens. I would say I'm an organized person and I set goals, but how I'm going to get there, I don't ever really know.
Leave it up to God and he'll handle the rest.
Yes.
Heard that. How would you say your relationship with God grew over the years in a way that only you can really describe? Because I feel like the relationship with God is different between all of us.
Yeah,
We
for
all
sure.
develop in a different way and come to it a different way. So how would you describe your relationship growth and where it is now?
I feel like I've always been close to God. I grew up in church and very spiritual, even from a young age. Like something I'll never forget, my parents still have it, but I wrote a map. I had to be under 10 years old.
You wrote a map?
I wrote a map. I was like, Daddy's way to God. And I wrote a little map. And I don't know, I'll never forget that, but that shows that God has been with me since then. And the growth, I would say, is the more trial and error thing that we were talking about. I used to beat myself up when I like made mistakes and feeling like God wouldn't bless me because I said something wrong or because I did something I wasn't supposed to do.
We're usually our hardest critic, aren't we?
But here I am living another day, living in a blessing. So I just have that built connection and knowledge of being God's child for real and not just being whooped all the time, you know? Like this ain't no beating session.
You definitely right though. Do you feel like it's everything happens for a reason kind of situation, or you were really just allowing yourself to be obedient with what the calling of what you're supposed to do is? What do you feel like?
Great question. You know, I actually chat GPT this.
Is that right?
The other day. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. You know how today's people sometimes say like you don't have a purpose in one thing, like you're existing and you like use all your gifts. I believe that to an extent, but I also believe that God assigns for me to do something, you know, and I'm proud that I'm walking in it. I struggle with wondering if I'm walking in it as He wants me to walk in it, but I'm proud of myself that I'm, you know, you said I'm exuding light and love and all of that, so I feel like I'm on the right track.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. When we were listening to Crash Out, all right, different people have different takes on music in general, right? You're gonna feel a different type of way listening to it, maybe from another person, right? When I was listening to Crash Out, though, you made it sound pleasant. You made it sound like if you're not paying attention to the lyrics, this is a happy song. Well, it is a summertime bop. Yeah,
so, you know, in the
saying.
summertime, you just be free. I don't know. I guess my soul doesn't scream anger and wrath and animosity.
Exactly, which is great. Which is great.
Yes.
Which is great. That just speaks to how you don't have that weighing in your heart, though.
Right.
That's important. How important is it to you to have your heart be what the message comes from?
It's very important because I know growing up and just developing knowledge about brand and music and personal life versus business, you need to separate the two. But I feel like in order to, you know, actually tell a true, authentic story, you have to put yourself in there. Like you have to be vulnerable and release the true essence of who you are into your music. So I do have crash out moments. I've done some crazy things. Similar to what was shown on my social medias and in the video, but I will say I have come to a place where I don't need to do all of that anymore.
Absolutely. What did you feel when you said to yourself, okay, we're putting out an album. We're gonna put out this single and we're going to run with it. What feelings were you getting in those moments as you were creating? Because it sounds like you love the journey, you love the process of things.
So I would say releasing the single was exciting. I thought it fit very well with the ecosystem right now.
You think we all in that space right now? That's fair.
And again, I would point out it doesn't always have to be a negative thing. It's
That
just a
is true.
realignment. Thought we were aligned, but we not. Okay, so I don't know. It's exciting to release music. It's also just like biting your nails and like, what are they gonna think? And, ooh, did I do this right? Or I coulda, shoulda, woulda. But at the same time, it's a release.
It's a release.
And it's like, ooh, I did it.
Now let's talk about this album, because that's happening too. Was it the same feeling, or was it a little bit more nails biting, more nerve wracking?
Definitely more nerve wracking, nails biting. I remember at least 2 years ago, I was in the studio with a group of people, and I was just sitting talking to my friend. He's like, he had albums out, like I think like 2, and I'm like, I'm so scared to make an album. Like, what is it supposed to be about? Does everything have to be about the same thing? How do I even start? Where do I start?
Critical questions.
And he's just like, just write. It's all gonna come to you. So I will say the very first song that I wrote that's on my album right now, it's a 14-song project. The very first song, I literally wrote it in 2022.
Okay.
2022. And it's 2025 now, so just thinking how many experiences I've had during that time, and how a lot of my personal journey is in those stories, but it's definitely relatable. But it definitely was a lot of work. I had deadlines that I wanted to meet. Just wanted to tell specific stories, because once I had at least 6 down, I had an idea of where I wanted to go. So now I have to complete the story. You know?
You had to complete the story. We don't necessarily listen all the time, right? I feel like that's the same with your music.
Yes.
We hear the bop, okay? Because, hey, don't get me wrong, all right? It's a bop. You've been coming out with some bops, all right? But there's some times where those lyrics get deep.
Okay.
What are some things that you feel, as a fan of your music, you want your listeners to at least walk away with?
Soul.
Okay.
You should feel soul, like that depth, that layer that you haven't really like dug into yet.
In there.
I'm gonna make you dig.
In there. Okay.
Faith. Have some faith. Have some belief that everything is gonna work out how it's supposed to. It's gonna look like this, but you're gonna make it.
That's your foundation right there. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah. Number 3, feel good. I would just say, like, it's okay to feel yourself. Not in an arrogant way, but I was made this way. Don't be ashamed.
Wow. It sounds like you're choosing her. You're choosing you.
You know, a song that's not on the album that didn't make it, it might be on the deluxe version.
It might be on the deluxe.
It's titled Not Her.
Not her.
Letting go of that past version that people used to trample all over, that you thought it was. That's what Not Her is.
What do you think are ways that you handle things differently than most people? Because I think when we go through trials, tribulations, right, we tend to handle them differently depending on what they are, right?
Yeah.
Me, I can tell you right now, I'm a foodie.
Yeah.
So my healing process may not be, the best, but sometimes food is my comfort. It brings a different kind of happiness to me, all right? It may touch my soul much more than a therapy session. So what ways do you kind of approach your trials and tribulations?
I'm a foodie as well. I love oysters, y'all. East Coast.
That sounded like a guilty pleasure.
Yes, definitely. I love to shop, so that's part of it. I vent a lot to my family, but I've learned that that's probably not the best thing to do, because they hold on to things longer than I do. I done moved on and they still, So.
We learn lessons in different ways, don't we?
Yeah.
I want to know something else though, all right? You said you're a foodie. I'm gonna put that to the test, because some people be talking, be claiming they love food, but they don't love food for real.
Okay.
Give me your top 3 foods that you can't heat up in the microwave.
That I cannot heat up in the microwave?
That's right. That's right, because some of you Hot Pocket lovers swear that you're real foodies, and I want to hear it. So please.
Anything that's breaded, I mean, chicken, right? You gotta put that in the air fryer. Pizza, no. Ew, soggy.
Pizza's a no-go for you?
Yeah, not in the microwave. You put it in the oven. It has to be crispy. Thin crust. What else? Are there right answers to this?
There's only what you actually love. I'm just wondering.
I don't know. That was my top 2.
Come on now. You're not a real foodie. You could have gave me something different.
A burger. You cannot heat up a burger.
You know damn well you can heat up a burger. But it's
Well,
okay.
okay, no. I mean, you can't heat up like pad thai.
Okay. See, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. You
You gotta
genuinely
put that
enjoy
on the
that?
stove
Okay.
and like reheat it that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was looking for something that you got to put some effort in. Okay,
Okay.
so tell me, has there ever been a time where you said something out loud, but you know you shouldn't have? Like, has there ever been a time where you got some backlash?
Yeah, a lot when I was younger. My sister, when I grew up, she's like, when you grow up, people gonna fight you because you talk too much.
Ooh.
But nobody fought me.
No.
So I'm good.
Okay. So you choose peace for the most part.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I feel like depending on the situation. Once you
enough.
learn people, be like, I can't push that button. But I'm a jokester with the whole like smack talk.
Okay, so when does it become, what is the line then, right? Because jokes have a different way of humor.
Yeah.
Some people got that dark humor, some people got that, damn, that's crazy humor, right? What's your line? What is not funny? What's something you would not joke about? How about that? What's something you would not joke about?
The way a person looks.
You care about their feelings.
Yes.
You care about their feelings.
Because they gotta look in the mirror.
So wait, so look jokes are off limits.
Off limits look jokes. I would say smell. I don't know. You just gotta.
You care about a person's feelings, so you don't want to hurt them too bad.
I'm more like I'm gonna pull you to the side and let you know. That's fair, right?
That is fair. That is fair.
That's
You're
a
making sure
friend.
that everybody wins at the end of the day. You're looking out, but you're not embarrassing. I get it. That's fair. All right. That's interesting. Not all jokesters are that nice. I'm just letting you know. Not everybody would say the same thing. All right. Has there ever been a time that you took a joke too far, maybe?
But I took a joke too far. I feel like I personally can't take jokes. My feelings get hurt.
Okay, that's real.
I'd be like, what?
That's a real statement. Not everyone can admit that. You can't necessarily take out what you dish.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what would you say then is something that does get to you besides a joke, a pet peeve, if you will, right? What's something that you might not want to catch a person doing, or it will get on your nerves? What's something that you don't like another person doing? Oh, no lip smack. None of that.
Like when I hear that, it's so irritating.
Is it because of the sound or just the action?
The sound. Specifically when you're eating.
None of that.
Yes, it's irritating. Another thing that's a pet peeve, I would say, are notification bubbles.
Okay, are you talking about the dings? Or what are you
No,
talking about?
like when people have 300 unread messages.
Is that a flex? Is that something? What is that? Like, what is up with that? Is that what it is?
I don't know. What's your phone look like?
Not 300 messages, I'll tell you that.
I like to open them just so I can get it out the way. Like, even if I know it's spammy or whatever.
Even if you don't respond.
Even if I don't respond. On accident.
Now, Paige, I personally am an appreciator of music, right?
Okay.
I appreciate music. I can't make it, but I appreciate it.
I'm sure
right?
you can. I think we all get that.
No, we can all believe we can't we? Tell me some things that you would like to try outside of music that you don't think you're the best at, but you still want to try it anyway.
You know, I'm in acting class right now.
Ooh, okay, I can see that. I can see you on
Yeah.
some slight movie, on some Cinderella type beat, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Okay. Nice. That's
So
neat.
I've done a little commercial work, on camera commercial work, I would say.
Right.
But being in a whole like film production, I would love to experience that. If it's a singing role with that, why not? But I'm open to both.
Okay. What roles do you feel like, or what genres, I should say, would you like to experiment with?
In acting, comedy. I feel like I'll do amazing. And also drama. I love drama series.
Suspense. Are we talking drama series? Of what drama series can you relate to that you feel like?
I feel like I'm a tween kind of drama series girly. If it was like a comeback for like Girlfriends, that'll be cool.
Oh,
or
okay.
even being a voice for an animated series. I want to try that.
Voice
That'd be
acting.
Cool. A voice acting job.
Okay.
Yeah.
Expanding your range. I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I believe there's going to be a season for me to really tap into that. So
I'm looking forward
It's
to
coming.
it. Okay. I'm going to seeing you on the big screen, for real. What's something that maybe little Paige would be so proud of big Paige?
that I did what I said I was going to do.
Stood on
Business.
stood on business.
Yes. It doesn't look how I thought it was going to look, but I'm doing it. So I'm proud of myself for that.
As you should.
When I listen to my album, I think it's very poetic. And that's how I started making music. I was writing poetry in my book just about things that I was going through. I was in high school at this point, but that's when it all started for me. And I'm just proud that I was able to put the poetry into melody and I can sing it, you know?
Oh my. I can't thank you enough for blessing us with that perspective and for blessing us with more music.
Thank you and you're welcome.
Let the viewers know where they can find you and what you want them to know is in store, because there's more coming, is there not?
There's lots more coming. I can't wait for y'all to see it. You can follow me on all social medias at Paige Ellis Music. TikTok is Paige Ellis. But I have a great album coming for y'all.
Ooh.
Preceding this smash single, Crash Out. And I'm just really excited. And I hope y'all love it. It's definitely a story, a journey. So are y'all ready for the ride?
Thank you for giving us your time, and thank everybody for watching. Stay blessed, stay true to yourself, and we'll see you next time.